You check your phone 40 times a day. You flinch at a loud sound before you even know what caused it. You remember the one harsh comment from a coworker far longer than the 10 kind ones. None of this feels like instinct. It feels like personality. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain is still running software built for a world that no longer exists. 200,000 years of human history were spent in constant low-grade danger. Predators in the grass, rival tribes over the hill. A single infection that could end everything. In that world, missing a real threat could kill you. Overreacting to a fake one just cost you a little energy, so your brain made a trade. It decided that being wrong about danger was always safer than being slow to notice it. Psychologist Randolph Nesse calls this the smoke detector principle. A smoke detector that never misses a real fire will also scream at burnt toast. Evolution didn't build you a brain that's accurate. It built you a brain that's paranoid on purpose. Every racing heartbeat at a strange noise, every spike of anxiety before an email you haven't even opened, is that same smoke detector still screaming long after the fire went out. Think about the last time you got a text that just said, "We need to talk." Your stomach probably dropped before you knew anything at all. That reaction wasn't random. It was ancient. Your ancestors who assumed the worst and prepared for it survived more often than the ones who stayed calm and got caught off guard. This is why bad feels bigger than good. Psychologist Cacioppo spent years studying how the brain responds to positive and negative information, and found that negative events consistently produce a stronger electrical response in the brain than positive ones of the same size. A compliment and an insult of equal weight do not land equally. The insult wins, not because you're insecure, because for most of human history, a threat ignored could end your bloodline, and a compliment ignored could not. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky gave this a name decades later: loss aversion. Losing something hurts roughly twice as much as gaining the same thing feels good. Lose $20 and the sting outweighs the joy of finding $20 on the sidewalk. It isn't logical, it's ancestral bookkeeping. In a world of scarce food and constant risk, a loss could mean starvation. A gain just meant tomorrow got a little easier. The brain, quite reasonably, decided to fear losses more than it celebrated wins. So what does this mean for you? Scrolling through your phone at 11 at night. Every push notification is a tiny, modern predator rustling in the grass. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a text from your boss and a sound in the dark. It reacts to both the same way. A flood of cortisol, a spike of attention, a demand that you check right now, just in case. You're not addicted to your phone. You're obeying an alarm system that has no idea it's obsolete. And this explains something even stranger. Why you replay arguments in the shower. Why you rehearse the perfect comeback 3 days too late. Why one bad review outweighs 100 good ones in your mind. Your brain isn't malfunctioning when it does this. It's doing exactly what kept your ancestors alive. It is scanning the past for threats, cataloging every danger, refusing to let you relax, because relaxing, for most of human history, was a luxury only the safe could afford. Here's the twist most people never hear. This isn't a flaw you need to fix. It's a feature running millions of years behind schedule. You weren't built to feel calm in a world with no visible threats, because that world never existed until now. Your nervous system evolved for scarcity, unpredictability, and immediate physical danger. It was never given the update for stable jobs, warm homes, and enough food in the fridge. The hardware is ancient. The world moved on without it. So the next time your heart races over an unread message, or a harsh comment sticks with you for days while a dozen kind ones fade, remember what's actually happening. That isn't weakness. That's a survival instinct, still running still convinced you're standing in tall grass, still trying, in its own outdated way, to keep you alive. You check your phone 40 times a day. Now you know why. Not because something is wrong with you, but because something in you has never stopped trying to save your life.